A big welcome to all listeners. This is Prajakta, your academic coordinator from MITSDE. As your morning alarm blares, you mutter to yourself, Why? Why did I set this alarm so early? While brushing your teeth, you think, I need a haircut, or why my skin looks so dull? Rushing out to the front door, you reach for your keys and realize they're not there. Frustrating, right? Frustrated, you shout, Why? Why can't I do anything right? Being caught talking to yourself can feel embarrassing, and some people even stigmatize this behavior as a sign of mental instability. In 1930s, Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky hypothesized that this kind of speech was actually key to develop by repeating the conversation they have had with adults. Children practice managing their behaviors and emotions on their own. Then, as they grow up older, this outward self talk tends to become internalized, morphing into a private inner dialogue. Decades of psychology research shows that this talking to yourself is completely normal. In fact, many of us engage in some kind of self talk every single day. So, why and what do we talk to ourselves, and does it matter? Self talk refers to the narration inside your head called the inner speech. It may differ from mental imagery or recalling facts and figures. Psychologists define self talk as verbalizing thoughts directed toward yourself or some facets of your life. This includes personal conversations like, I need to work on my hobbies or to boost my self esteem. But it also includes reflection you have throughout the day, like, the gym is crowded today, so I'll come back tomorrow. And while most of the self talk in adults tend to be silent, speaking to yourself out loud also falls into this category. In fact, psychologists believe our first experience with self talk is mostly verbal. Children often speak to themselves out loud as they play. When I was younger, I was mostly introverted and I couldn't bring myself to talk to other kids. So whenever I was stuck with myself like on playground or alone at home, I would talk to myself. As I did things eventually, it has evolved around time to the point that my conversation with myself are so close to having one with someone else. And this habit of self talk still helps me for my interviews to get a clear idea about what and why I'm doing these things. So, rather than I'm going to crack this interview, you might think, hey, you're prepared for this interview and you will do good today. That will help. I wonder at times, some people talk more than others. What exactly happened during self talk and what areas of our brain are activated at that time of self talk? And how does that activation differ from normal conversation? But yes, one thing we know for sure is that what you say in that conversation can have real impact on your attitude and performance. Engaging self talk, that is instructional or motivational, has been shown to increase focus and boost self esteem and also helps tackle everyday tasks. The best example of this is sports player. Most of the athletes always instruct themselves to do better than before, which helps them increase their concentration and performance. Take a daily example. Talking to yourself while getting ready for your work helps you plan your day better and gives you clarity on your course of action for the day. One study found that this kind of self talk was specifically beneficial for reducing stress when engaged in anxiety, including tasks such as meeting new people or public speaking. But as every coin has two sides to it, while self talk motivates people, it can also harm you. Most people are critical of themselves occasionally, but when this behavior gets too frequent or excessively negative, it can become toxic. High levels of negative self talk can often predict anxiety in children and adults, and those who constantly blame themselves for their problems and ruminate on those situations typically experience more intense feeling of depression, which is most common nowadays. CBT, or the cognitive behavioral theory, is a psychological treatment which is partially focused on regulating the tone of self talk. This helps indicating cycles of negative thoughts and replacing them with positive or neutral reflection. We can't stop our thoughts, but we can change how we talk to ourselves. So, here are some tips which works well to stop negative self-talk, like meditation. Meditation helps us put more space between our thoughts and chatter that drags us down. So, we have the chance to choose kinder words. Try meditation to stop negative self-talk with headspace. Challenge your thoughts. Be aware of what you are saying to yourself. Put your thoughts into perspective. So, the next time you find talking to yourself or chatting with yourself, remember to be kind. That inner voice is a partner you will be talking to for many years to come. Big thank you for listening to our podcast. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, feel free to write to us. This is Prajakta signing off for now. Until next time. Bye bye.